He had to get it towed and pay another $300 for another fault, $900 in total. And that's not to mention the oil cost. Sanjay says he currently goes through a litre of oil every 20 days and claims he contacted the car clearance centre many times about the faults, but they always told him they were his problem.
It has stressed me a lot. It has changed my character as well. Like, sometimes I'm very angry. It wipes off my smile on my face.
Doesn't sound like such a great deal anymore. So, what are his rights here? Should Car Clearance Centre pay for all these problems to be fixed? Or is this just a case of buyer beware and very bad luck? Lawyer Alex Wittenhanner thinks Sanjay's case is pretty straightforward.
Sanjay very clearly has a claim under the Consumer Guarantees Act. Whichever way one looks at it, this car was not of acceptable quality.
And the Fair Trading Act?
If Sanjay's correct, and it was represented to him by the car dealer that he would get a couple of years of trouble-free motoring from this car, then he's entitled to rely on that representation and he's entitled to a refund.
So why has the Car Clearance Centre told Sanjay they don't have to pay or refund his money? Later on Target, we asked them. And should the car even be on the road, we discover something about his BMW that even Sanjay didn't know.
In tonight's Hidden Camera trial, we've had our accident-prone tenants move a fridge.
And they've damaged the power cord. We need an appliance repairer to fix it quick because our food is going off.
To fix an appliance, you don't need to be an electrician, but you do need to be a registered electrical service technician with a current practicing licence.
Unlike some jobs, a homeowner can't do this. They can fix the plug, but can't connect the appliance until an electrical inspector has approved it. Otherwise, the job could be unsafe and jeopardise your insurance. First up tonight is Able Appliances Limited in Pakudanga, who arrive on time. The technician removes bottles on top of the fridge before moving it. That's good. He cuts the plug and begins terminating it to the power lead. Note that he's working over a tray, not our wooden bench that could be gouged. That's good practice. But when using a screwdriver, the tip shouldn't be pointed towards the palm like this. If it slips, he could injure his hand.
And we're not just being overcautious here. In the last year alone, ACC received 130 new claims for hand and wrist injuries from electrical workers.
When the connection is finished, which only takes 13 minutes, he gets his portable appliance tester, or PAT, an instrument that can do all of the required electrical safety tests. He places the tester probe to the casing of the fridge to carry out the tests. This is good because some would place it on the gas pipes and damage them. When the safety tests are done, he goes to plug the fridge into the wall but discovers that the lead is now too short and won't reach. Perhaps he should have measured it first. He decides to push the fridge back into position, and luckily for him, the tenants have got a multi-box on the bench, so he uses that instead. Then he cleans up and checks the fridge by opening it, feeling if the fridge is cooling. He leaves after 26 minutes on the job. It cost $114, which is on the high side, and we thought it odd that the safety test was itemised as an extra cost, as these tests are mandatory. But overall, this was a job done to a high standard. The only thing that let him down was not measuring the length of the power cable. The technician was qualified to do the job and conducted the required safety tests, even if the job was on the expensive side. So 9 out of 10 for Able Appliances in Pakudanga, and they respond.
We consider that our fees are in line with industry standards and our charges would have been explained at the time of booking the service call.
After the break, the news gets worse for Sanjay and what you need to know to avoid buying a lemon.
And this could be the world's fastest appliance repairer, but does he do all the safety checks?